someone's always going to be there to hate on you. You should just be you. You should just be yourself. I think it's better to be hated for who you are than to be hated for somebody you aren't. So for one, if you're pretending to be somebody you're not, I think you should really just be yourself, because the negativity is going to come either way. There's a lot of negative people in the world, and there's just a lot of negative interactions that are going to happen regardless. Online and in real life, it's going to happen. So I think whatever your dreams are, no matter where you are, no matter what stage in life you are in, I think you should just chase your dreams either way. And people, they hate to see other people succeed, I really think is what's going on. I feel like most people, maybe not most, I'll say a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people, when they see somebody start to succeed, they really start to hate on them, and they just start to feel resentful towards them because they're not happy with their own life. And so basically what I'm saying is, you shouldn't let 1 minute out of your day drag you down. You shouldn't let 1 minute out of your day drag you down to their level, because people are going to say shit no matter what. No matter how hard you try to appeal to everybody, to make everybody happy, to be super uncontroversial, people are still going to find a way to hate on you. So I think it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it to get upset about it. And like I said, in real life and online, it's just going to happen. Now, everybody's an expert online. Everything gets amplified online. So whether it's posting videos on YouTube, or maybe you want to build the next car, I don't know, dude. Whatever you want to do, don't let anybody say you can't do it, okay? Everybody has to start somewhere. So if you're too scared to start it at all, one day you're never going to get to where you want to be. You just got to start. I think that's a good piece of advice too I could give anybody, is if there's something you really want to do and you've been thinking about it for weeks or even months, just start. Because if you started when you first thought about it, think about where you might be today. And hey, I'm no expert on this subject or anything, but really, I do think that you should just be yourself. And if you know anything about me, you should know that I support just being positive. You should just be positive to people you meet on the street, people you meet online. And sure, I know things can get out of hand online sometimes. There's a lot of extreme people, I would say. But overall, you should just be pushing a positive energy. You should just push a positive energy to whatever you do. And I feel like it really will help you sleep at night. If you're just positive to somebody, if you make somebody smile, if you compliment somebody, you can go to bed knowing that at least you're not a piece of shit. And a lot of people are just pieces of shit. But yeah, no matter what you do, I think there's always just going to be somebody there to try and drag you down to their level. I think you just need to be above it all, dude. And like I said, no matter what it may be, I think 9 times out of 10, there's going to be somebody who agrees with you. And so that's what you should ride off of, is the people that support you, the people that come to your aid when you're down. And this is all stuff I think people probably already know, but yeah, you should just surround yourself with real friends, real people who are going to bring you up, and not friends who want to see you fail, not friends who get jealous whenever you succeed in something, nothing like that. You don't want to be surrounded by people like that, because that's just going to drag your life down on a day-to-day basis. And I don't know if anyone needs to hear this, but I really do think if you have a friend who's been dragging you down, you either need to have a conversation, or I don't know, dude, just cut them off. I don't want to say just cut off all your friends, because that might not be great advice, but seriously, if there's somebody who's not having a good impact on your life, it's your life, it's not theirs, and you can tell them why, okay? I don't know, dude. I think above all, you should be loyal to yourself first and put yourself first. And whenever you're all good and you got your stuff figured out, then you can help other people. And I know a lot of the time in some of my videos, I say it's for me, you know? I like making videos for myself. I just like to come on here and talk, and you know, people are going to say nice things and people are going to say bad things. It's whatever. You just got to brush it off, dude. I just like to come on here and talk, so I'm going to do it. I'm not going to let anyone stop me, okay? I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not saying anything crazy. I'm just saying what I believe in. But this video specifically, at least the first half, is not for me. It's for y'all. I seriously think there are people that need not even necessarily a confidence boost. They just need to know that there's other people out there that do have a good sense of mind and aren't going to kick a man when they're down, I guess, if you want to say it like that. Because hey, life is tough and things can get pretty hard, and everybody knows that, but it's kind of a pain. It's kind of just a letdown when you could be at your lowest point in life. I don't know, you could literally be homeless. Let's just say you get to your lowest point in life and you get homeless and you're on the street and you're really sitting there trying to figure things out, and people might walk by you and be like, get a job, bum. It's like, that's not really helping that's not helping the situation. It's not helping the guy out. You think a homeless person hasn't thought about getting a job? I don't know, dude. I just think people should probably consider what they say a little bit more, because we are a bunch of energies clashing. And if you're one of the negative energies that is always bringing people down, then honestly, I feel bad for you, because you're probably living in misery. But really, I do think it's never too late to do the right thing. It's never too late to do what you want to do. It's never too late to do what you love, okay? Just do what you want. Be yourself and just be true to humanity, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm not super good at articulating myself, but seriously, I think everyone has the potential to be good. I don't know. I'm probably just rambling on like an idiot, but seriously, I really just want people to be more nice. Not even, I'm not even trying to say it to me. I think just in general, dude, I think if you're an unhappy person, just try living your life day to day, being nicer to people, or at least if there's a rude person you come across, or you're always getting negative comments or whatever to about anything, okay? Negative interactions, don't let the negativity drag you down to their level. If you're not happy with your life and there's always these negative people around you, just you can separate yourself from the negativity, okay? I don't think that can really do any bad to anybody. And I know it's easy to come on here and just say all this and talk about it, and it's probably easy to come on here and just listen to somebody be like, hey, be positive, do all this. But seriously, I think some people need to hear it in order for them to really make the click in their mind that they want to change something. So genuinely, just consider it, okay? No matter what you do, people are going to be there to hate on you. So I think just do it. I mean, there's somebody who probably hates this video right now. They're probably like, look at this fucking idiot. And they're going to, go on to comment something crazy. I don't know, dude. And I'm going to look at it and I'm just going to laugh, You just got to brush things off. Life is going to go on. We're all on a little blue dot this is us, okay? This is us right here. And I think if you just let some negative words get to you, like I don't like your shoes, and then all of a sudden you're never going to wear those shoes again, I don't think that's how we should live life. Sorry, I'm talking a little fast because I'm just passionate about some things. And now another thing I think that can help anybody out in life is to learn what your, I guess, biggest, I wouldn't say problems, but weaknesses. I think one of my big weaknesses is trying to communicate and trying to articulate myself. And that's going to kind of move us into the next part of the video. My thought process is all over the place, and I'm trying to articulate myself better. And that's one of the big reasons I'm starting this channel anyway. I'm just going to talk about things, I want to talk about. I have a lot of ideas, a lot of videos I want to make, and I'm just going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on talking about them. And even though some videos can do good, some can do bad, I don't care. I don't know if this is going to get any views or not. I think in the long run, this is just helping me out so I can talk better and have better interactions in real life. Okay. And if someone wants to fault me for that, that's fine. I don't care. I'm doing what I think is, well, I guess probably making videos late at night isn't what's best for me, but I think improving my speech is good for me. So, but yeah, hopefully I didn't ramble on too long, but we're going to move on to the next portion of the vid, which is me addressing my last video, okay? I would make this a standalone video, but I kind of just did that and I don't want to do that again. So, and no, I didn't just ramble on about being nice to people to make myself look better. This is literally me. You can go to my past videos. I've said stuff like this before. I genuinely believe in just positivity. I believe in trying to push people up. I don't think dragging somebody down every way you go, like even trolls online, like I think trolling online is funny, okay? I think saying shit online is funny, whatever, but I feel like you kind of got to be aware of how far you take some things and who you're trying to troll, because some people truthfully just don't deserve it. Now, I probably deserve it, but there are people out there you see who get a lot of negativity pushed towards their way who really don't deserve it. And I don't know, dude, sometimes you just look at the world and you're like, wow, things are really messed up. And I think a good start to try to move into the right direction is to be positive. So yeah, anyways, and like I said, I know my thought process is all over the place, and trying to articulate myself is, hey, some people are champs at it. I'm not. That's why I'm trying to improve it myself, and I actually wrote down points for this. So anyways, yeah, this is going to be the second part of the vid addressing my last video. I know I kind of just went on another little rant. I'm not trying, and I'm sorry I talked too fast because I have a lot I want to say, but maybe I'll try and slow it down from here, okay? I'll try to slow it down. So this is not me trying to play victim or be against criticism or anything like that. I'm fully willing to be criticized, but I don't know if I have this on a point later on, but seriously, I'm not against being criticized, but a lot of the criticism is just kind of brain dead. So I believe in respectful conversation, and my last video, I thought I was pretty respectful. I didn't say anything unhinged or anything like that. I was kind of just talking and giving my thought process about a certain thing, okay? But yeah, I was trying to be pretty moderate in my last video, and either way, a lot of people got pretty offended, I guess, eternally in their soul, and they felt the need to be pretty rude about it, which, I mean, is fine. Like I said, you can say whatever you want in the comments. Nobody really cares. But like, I just wish that some of the people leaving criticism would leave genuine criticism, because some of them are just kind of dumb. Like some of the, I'm not even going to go over the comments, but seriously, I think this brings me on to my next point is, if you're going to leave a comment, at least just watch the whole fucking video. And it's like, I don't know if people are really paying attention when they watch, but some of the comments, it's like the video just goes way over their head and they're just kind of touching on a topic that I already covered. I don't know. I don't know what's going through people's heads. But anyways, my next point I have written down here is, I'm not holding you hostage. I'm not holding anybody hostage, and the internet is not real, okay? If you're watching the video and you find yourself not agreeing with me, sure, you can leave a comment, say what you want, but like, I'm not really trying to upset anybody. I don't want to make people angry or upset. I was genuinely trying to see both sides of the story. I was just talking, and I feel like a lot of people got, I mean, it seems like some people got really hurt by it. I don't know. And it's just like, that's not my goal at all. I don't know. But yeah, my next topic here is I'm not making a masterpiece, okay? I am literally a channel with, at the time, 190 subscribers. And I just sat down for about 15 minutes and talked about a topic I found interesting. And I was passionate about it. And I was just talking. And a lot of people got offended. And it turned into a whole thing. There's like a whole war in the comments. A lot of people came to my aid. Don't worry. I love you guys, okay? If you came to my aid in the last video and you came to this one to watch this too, I appreciate you, dude. I love you. I had a lot of actual, like, some people were really nice, okay? That's one thing I do want to say is I'm not trying to make myself out to be a victim, like I said. A lot of people are really nice, and hey, that's what I like to see is the positivity and real conversations, okay? Not just, going crazy in the comments because I don't know who you are in real life, A lot of people like to hide behind their computer screen and become a keyboard warrior when it's like, I mean, you could say whatever you want on any fucking video. And my next point here is I'm not running from any debate, okay? Because I welcome debate. It's kind of hard to have a whole debate in the comment section because it's a comment section. I think everyone kind of realizes how that works. But like, I would like to debate somebody, like real time, have a serious debate and talk things out. I like doing that, okay? I like the clashing of ideas. Some people are not okay with clashing ideas, and I mean, that's fine too. If you don't want to swap ideas and talk things out like a normal person, then you want to be stuck in your ways and not be open to any new ideas, then that's fine with me, okay? I'm not going to make you change how you want to live your life. But yeah, it's a comment section. I'm not running from any debate. Somebody brought up a topic that I literally covered in the video, and it makes me question, like, did you even watch the whole video? And that's just what I'm talking about there. So that also brings me next to my next point. That brings me right to my next point is people with low IQ shut down unfamiliar ideas faster, which is kind of the whole topic of this video if you really think about it. And that's not me to say that anyone who doesn't agree with me is low IQ, so don't go fucking comment that. I think I'm not the smartest person in the room. That's why I don't say things in full certainty and confidence. It's because I know I'm not the smartest in the room. That's obvious. Anyone who thinks they're the smartest in the room is probably one of the dumbest in the room. I'm aware of how much stuff I don't know, which is why I question things. That's why I talk about things as if they're always changing, because things are changing, and obviously none of us know every single little thing. Okay, I never claim to know everything. And I'm open to conversation, like I've said for like the 5th time. I'm open to conversation. I'm open to debate. I'm open to new ideas. And if you want to make a video or whatever, dude, like I said, a product or whatever you want to do, being yourself, if being yourself is opening up new ideas and people want to shut it down without even hearing you out, that's really just kind of a low IQ thing to do. And you can search it up. Google agrees with me, okay? Google has stated people with low IQ will shut down unfamiliar ideas faster. And that's really what I'm talking about. If you want to make a video talking about, like for my example right here, I made a video talking about something I found interesting, okay? And a lot of people are so quick to shut it down and they don't even watch the whole video. I feel like I think I was pretty moderate in the video, and I said a lot of things that I feel like, how could you disagree with the things I said? I said, I think everybody should love themselves equally, and people want to say I'm a lunatic in the comments. Like, how does that even make any sense? But yeah, I could probably talk about that for ages. I think I made a good point on that. We're going to move on to the next point, is we should question the social norm, okay? This is literally relating to my last point, which is not shutting down ideas as soon as an idea gets put in your face. I think you should at least hear people out. Like I said, I'm open to hearing people out. And some people may not agree with that. Some people might be like, well, we should definitely not question the social norm, when I think really we should, okay? And I'm not saying exactly what social norm right now. I'm just saying if someone were to bring up a social norm and say we should question this, we probably should. And if you need any proof from that, it used to be a social norm to have slaves like 200 years ago. People question that and we got it fucking fixed, okay? We got it fixed. We don't have slaves anymore. That's a good thing. It used to be a social norm. Can you believe that? It used to be normal for people to own somebody else. Isn't that crazy? And that was a social norm. So whenever we question the social norm today, maybe you shouldn't just shut it down in 5 seconds. My next topic was comments before watching the video. I've already spoken on that. My next topic here is everyone is an expert in the comments. Like I said, I didn't make a masterpiece. I just talked for like 15 minutes, and in the video I literally stated like this probably won't blow up. I hope it really doesn't, because I know people are going to go crazy on me in the comments, which more people agreed with me than disagreed. People are pretty loud in the comments, but if you look at the ratio, I think more people are really agreeing. So, but hey, I don't want to be one to run from a debate or a conversation, nothing like that. But it's like, I made a video in 15 minutes and I was just talking out of my ass, and I have 200 subs. If I knew a lot of people were going to watch the video, maybe I would have worded things better. I don't really know. But in the comments, everyone is just, like I said, they're such an expert at life. You know, they're telling me how to live my life and shit, telling me that, bro, somebody said my gameplay sucks. It's like, bro, like, I mean, you can say whatever you want, but like I said, people are gonna hate no matter what. And I mean, to be fair, my gameplay probably did suck. I was playing a game that I've never played before, and it was a pretty crazy game. It's Turbo Overdrive, if you know what that game is. It's fucking crazy. So my next topic is, can we be adults? Now, I don't know the average age of people that watch my content. I'm hoping it's more on the mature side. I'm not really sure, but like, I don't know. Even if you're not an adult, even if you're like 15, you got to be an adult, bro. Can we talk like adults? Can we stop falling for trigger words so easily? It's like as soon as people hear a certain word or something, their brain turns off and they instantly shut down all ideas. They shut down all conversation, which is what I was talking about in my last video. And then they're so quick to go and spread negativity towards me when it's like, bro, you didn't even watch the whole video. Or a lot of people said that I was really quick to defend myself. Like I was really defensive in the video, when I don't know if I'm being pretty defensive now. I'm really just defending my standpoint, I guess. And people said, like, the criticism is I'm being too defensive and I'm running away from debates. And it's, some of the comments are contradictory towards each other. And so that's why I'm just here addressing it. I'm going to stand my ground. I don't really give a fuck. And yeah, people said I was quick to defend myself throughout the whole video, when I really wasn't. I think there's two sides to every story. And if people can't see that, then that's your problem. That's a problem on you. If the conversation is above your capability of thinking about it, I don't know, dude. It's just people were quick to say, you know, you defend yourself a lot or whatever. I don't know. I've talked about it already. And they literally made me watch the whole video through just to see, like, oh, did I come off pretty defensive? And it's like, no, dude, I didn't. I was just being moderate. I was trying to give the facts, and I was saying, hey, I know even just talking about this is going to make people mad. And I tried my best to stay neutral and say some things, and, you know, I don't know. People, I guess I defend myself a lot. I don't know. But yeah, somebody called me a lunatic. I really don't think I'm a lunatic, but if you think I am, that's fair enough. And then this one, it makes me mad. It's funny how some of the comments that make me the most angry are, somebody said my gameplay was squirrely, and then somebody said, you'll probably wake up. Like, hello? Now, I know this might turn some people off the video, but hey, I believe in some pretty crazy stuff, okay? And this isn't me trying to say like, oh, I'm more aware of this conspiracy than you are. I'm not trying to say like I'm already woken up or anything. This is a whole standalone video. I feel like I'm too aware of what's going on, okay? And obviously I'm not going to go on every single video and be like, the Jews are running everything, and this conspiracy that happened, and 9/11 was all fake, and you know, and those are just the very surface level things that most people are pretty aware of, I would say. Now, I say I'm not a lunatic, but secretly I might be, because some of the things I believe that are really going on, okay, I can do a whole deep dive into pretty crazy shit, okay? And I know it's easy to say that, but I try to stay away from all that because I know it's going to really alienate me from a lot of people. Maybe not. I know it's a topic that people can find interesting and talk about, but if you were to make it your entire channel and then you start saying you believe in some pretty crazy things. Now, I'm not saying I believe in flat earth or anything fucking stupid like that, but I'll kind of just give you an idea of what's going on in my thought process, at least. So my brain. Now, everyone knows about the Epstein files and all that, and how it's all pretty much blackmail for Israel and all this stuff, okay? Even just saying that, some people, that might go over some people's heads, but we're talking about more stuff, okay? Everyone knows that the CIA is kind of a breakaway government, but a lot of people don't know that NASA is pretty much the same, okay? I'm not saying the same as the CIA, but they're like the scientific breakaway thing. NASA's into some pretty weird shit. They get $80 million a day, and they're like the other form of the breakaway government. Now, everybody knows that the mainstream media is pretty, I guess I would say, propaganda driven, okay? It's all fake. It's all really to make you hate. I mean, honestly, I live in America, right? If you haven't figured that out already. In America, there's like a growing census of people just hating on Muslims. I don't believe in unrational Muslim hate, okay? A lot of people really hate Muslims, and they say about stuff in their Bible, and you know, they have, I don't know what the Muslim Bible is. I think it might be the Quran or something. But believe it or not, a lot of people just brainlessly hate Muslims, and they will blame things in their Bible when it's like, well, if you're a Christian, there's a lot of questionable stuff in our Bible too. Okay, so it really is just the news kind of pushing I honestly, they try to make every Muslim person or Islamic person to look like a terrorist, and that America should be trying to defend ourselves against them or something, when it's not like that. A lot of the shit you see is fucking fake. Now, I don't really think any of the comments on my video were bots, but believe it or not, half the fucking comments you see, no matter where, I guess TikTok is probably a huge one, Instagram's a big one, X is definitely a huge one. I don't know really about YouTube. You have to assume YouTube is pretty big too. It's like I don't know what the exact percentage is, but I would say pretty confidently that about 50% of the internet is, and this, people say the dead internet theory. It's really not a theory. It's just a fact that 50% of the internet is literally just bots communicating with people, communicating with other bots, or it will be bots posting, like just shit posting. And it's like, bro, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I went on a whole rant about nothing. But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of the comments just prove me right a lot of the time. One of my big talking points was people are so quick to shut down conversation when they hear this one word. And then a lot of people went and commented about that one word and they didn't even want to have any conversation about it. Or I don't know. I don't know if I'm describing it good. You really just have to watch the video to get it. But it's like, I don't know, dude. Try to just wake up your brain a little bit before commenting something because you're literally proving me right. And the next thing is I got a few, or I think it was really just two, but of comments comparing me to Leafy. One was like, okay. And then the other one was like, bro, this guy's a Leafy clone. And he was like, it was trying to make fun of me. He replied to somebody else. You can call me a Leafy clone if you want. I guess I don't really care. It doesn't offend me. Now, was Leafy my biggest hero growing up? No, I watched a couple videos. He was okay. He was a funny dude. And even that probably offended somebody. And this isn't me being defensive by saying that. That's literally me just pointing it out. If it's true, if somebody comments about it, that means I was right. That's not preemptive. I don't know if there's a word for it. Me being defensive preemptively. It's literally me just being right and pointing out like things that people are going to criticize. But yeah, at the end of the day, Leafy was a commentary YouTuber. And I actually very consciously try to make comment that is not similar to his, at least yet. And because a lot of his comment was, there's no way to refute it. It was really just attacking other people. And I don't remember, I didn't watch too many videos. I wasn't a huge like Leafy fan, fucking fanboy or fangirl or whatever. I don't know how aggressive he was in some of his videos. I'm assuming probably pretty aggressive. He got labeled a cyberbully a lot. I guess, big deal. I think we all know the internet's not a real place. But yeah, I actively go out of my way to try and not cyberbully people. I try not to spread negativity. And at first, when I was starting a channel, I thought I might jump on the bandwagon of whoever the fuck YouTube is bullying at the moment. Like, I don't know, maybe even still today, it's probably still Hasan Piker. And I was going to jump on that bandwagon, but then I was like, I don't really want to just be like the rest of these commentary YouTubers when, like I said, Leafy's a commentary YouTuber. I'm about to list off a list of other commentary YouTubers that I would say I'm probably more like than Leafy. I don't think talking over gameplay automatically makes you a Leafy clone. And fair enough, I'm pretty easy to attack because I have 200 subs, but I really don't give a fuck. I'm going to stand my ground, okay? And if people want to come at me for being defensive, you can do that, okay? I'm just standing up for myself. I don't see how that's a problem. Especially the fact that I think most of the time I'm right. I don't really think I've been wrong about anything. I haven't even made that many videos. So, but yeah, like I said, I pretty actively was conscious about not joining the community of hatred. And sure, Hasan deserves hate, whatever. I'm sorry if you're a fan of Hasan, but every single clip I've seen of him has just been him wishing violence on somebody else and saying that we need to kill people and that he needs to hang people and get a gun and shoot people. And it's all this crazy shit. And it's like, if anybody's a lunatic, it's that guy. Not to mention that he shocks his dog. And sure, he's sticking up for the Palestinians, which is like, that's like the right thing to do. Okay. So he's right on one subject, but it's like he uses that as his, like he says that and then automatically he's morally correct about everything else, which I think is my big problem about it. And it's like, yeah, I've made videos about that before, so don't even fucking talk to me about that. And just to get my viewpoint out there so nobody comes and thinks I'm being a weirdo or anything. I've already made a video about it. I didn't go super into detail, but yeah, I do believe that the Israeli government is genociding the Palestinians. And if you think it's not a genocide, then you're really just probably not aware of what's going on. It's like, I don't know what the exact number is, but I think it was over 50, which is tragic. Over 50% of the deaths are children and women. And it's like, bro, that is fucking insane. And you're going to say it's not a genocide? Like, come on, dude. But yeah, either way, I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon of just taking the internet drama at the time and making a video about that. Now, I'm sorry, guys, if you like me now and then in 10 years I start doing that and I jump on the bandwagon. But like, really, I look at a lot of these YouTubers talking about the drama and I know they just see this shit as free views, which is why I was like pretty consciously against doing that and jumping on the bandwagon. But yeah, commentary is really what every YouTuber, when they get big enough, they eventually just fucking, that's the go-to, is to be a commentary YouTuber. And if you don't believe me, we can just take a look at all the commentary YouTubers, whether you're looking at a camera or using gameplay, it's all the same. So yeah, this all came from me being called a Leafy clone. I'm sorry if I'm crashing out, but yeah, we have Optimus, he's one of my favorites. And I think if you know who that is, you can probably draw a comparison. Then we have Moist Critical, Asmongold, PewDiePie, KSI, WestJet, Dolan Dark, Diesel Patches, and many more that I could go and list that are commentary. I mean, Hasan, like I just said, he's probably a commentary YouTuber. Now, if you want to argue that commentary is a lazy thing to do and make, that's fair enough. But I'm also not stating that I'm the best YouTuber ever. I really just want to talk, I just want to talk. And like I said, it's like I'm talking about real shit, but I'm also just talking, so I want to improve my speech. Obviously, if you watch this whole video, I'm sorry if it's kind of long at this point. You can probably tell that I'm not the greatest speaker. That's the whole reason I'm doing this, is I'm trying to improve my speech. And I said in a past video, I want to make 100 videos and look at my first video and then at my 100th, and I want to see if my speaking has improved at all, which I'm not that many videos in because I had previous videos before I said that. I was probably on like video 20 or something, but I would say maybe 20 videos later, I am a little bit better at talking. So yeah, a lot of people call it, or a lot of people say it's similar to a muscle. It's like the more you talk or the more you, I guess, talk to yourself, really. It's kind of hard to look at a monitor and talk. It's easy, but it's hard at the same time. I guess it just depends on who you are. For me, it's a little hard because I'm not like imagining an audience in front of me. And here we go again. I'm just fucking ranting about random shit. My thought process goes everywhere, dude. I can sit in a room and rant to myself forever, but trying to articulate it good and make a good, well put together video is not my strong suit, okay? So you can attack me all you want. I'm here. I'm admitting it openly. I know I stutter. I know I don't talk good. I know I probably say the word like too much. I try to stay away from it. This is me actively trying to improve my speech by making videos. I'm not claiming to be the best YouTuber. I'm not claiming to be the master-based champion. I don't think I'm right about everything. Whatever, dude. I don't care. I'm just going to stick up for myself when people want to attack me. So yeah, that's that. But it all goes back to what I said at first. No matter what you do, I think people are going to be there to kind of drag you down and just be hateful and, I mean, really just be kind of rude, which is fine, okay? I'm not making this video to say, like, I should be immune to criticism. I welcome it. I welcome the criticism as long as it's constructive, okay? And if you want to say it in a rude way or whatever, it's fine. I'm not, like I said, I don't want to make myself to be a crybaby, but, I'm just sitting here in my room talking, and if someone wants to call me a crybaby because of that, I mean, that's fine. You're the one under my comment section fucking crying about me crying. Who's really the crybaby at that point? It just gets to a point where it's like, you could suck their dick and they're still going to be mad. They're going to be like, well, you're not sucking it fast enough. And it's like, dude, do you want me to suck your dick or not? So, sorry, I don't know why I said that. Yeah, I kind of ran out of things to say, but yeah, truthfully, here's what I think everybody should do, okay? I think you should go outside tomorrow. You should find somebody's outfit, okay, that you really genuinely like, okay? Don't just say it when you don't mean it. I think you need to mean it. For it to really come from the heart is when the real energy gets transmitted into the other person's heart and to their energy as a being, as a soul being. And you need to talk to them, okay? And you don't need to talk to them. You don't need to make a whole conversation, but you need to go up to them and be like, hey, bro, that outfit looks fire as fuck. And then you need to walk away. You need to like fucking moonwalk away almost. And then they'll be like, yo, what the fuck just happened? I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I'm very, like, I'm feeling the good energy enter my body, and I'm going to go do that to somebody else. I swear, if you go up to somebody and compliment them and moonwalk away, they're going to go and compliment somebody else and fucking moonwalk away too. Even if you can't moonwalk, try your fucking best. And you got to put on the shades and the fucking piggy hat or whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called. Just put on a baseball cap. Most of you guys probably don't own a Trilby. I think that's what it's called. I don't know, dude. Just compliment somebody and moonwalk away, okay?